what's the quickest way to invest in 2020? What do you mean? What do you mean the quickest? And I think we got to get that out of our brain. What's the quickest way? I think the goal shouldn't be the quickest way. The goal is learn and then execute. If you do it quick, you miss a lot of stuff that you need to do. So it should be, yo, what do I need to learn so that I can execute in 2026, 2027, the more is going on. Soon as I finished that master class last year, I made a play at NVO and hit 40%. After that, I've been hunting on my own. That's a fact. And that's just how I feel. I feel like I be want my people to learn how to execute on their own. And you only rock with me because you like, yo, I just rock with old boy. I rock with trap. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know. Wall Street stocks. What's good, family? Teacher man, official. Yep. Yeah, quick. One of the more lucrative. Which one is more lucrative? Options or futures? Lu- Being lucrative is more about you than it is the market. Yeah, being lucrative is more about your ability to learn than it is about the market. You know what I'm saying? I think when people be like, "Yo, Trap, how can I do this?" I be like, "Bro, you gotta be willing to learn, exercise, save on taxes, right?" I wouldn't say yes. Uh, Remember, when you exercise, you gotta then put the money in to buy that. So when you exercise, profit that you made, you don't get that. When you exercise an option contract, the money, you don't get that money. When you exercise a contract, so if you exercise a contract and you up 50 grand, you don't get that 50 grand. Now you get to buy those 100 shares or whatever at that price. Just finished the options master class, about to put my annuity from the ironworkers and run plays. I'm not gonna lie to you, less biz be great. That's what I did, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I'm not telling nobody to do this. I'm gonna only speak from my personal opinion. I got out of my annuity and I bet on myself. I'm not telling nobody to do that. I'm just telling you what I did because I felt like, man, they don't know what's best for my money. I know what's best for my money. You know what I'm saying? And I've outperformed it. I paid that fine. I paid that fine because they let me take. So I forgot how much I had, and I want to say 70,000 or 90,000, something like that. I forgot what it was. I took half. Then they didn't let me take the whole thing. I was able to take half. This is the crazy part. I had to take half. Watch this. I took half. They made me pay a penalty and taxes, and then I had to wait a year to take the other half that I had to pay taxes on again. And I was like, so what? What number should we look to get into U.S. rare earth? Oh, man, I got in at 26, so I don't know. I had to look at the chart. I don't have no chart in front of me. I had to look at it again. I said to get in last week at 26. So should I wait for gold to pull back? I'm thinking my 435 call going 20% out. Always better to do that because you didn't know what to do. You don't know enough. Wall Street print money. Yes, sir. Sam, I would have to see. Yeah, what you talking about? Got three of the homies on their way. Yeah, that's good. New Scale, Bloom Energy, so far, Starbucks. Black people don't know enough about anything. That's why they are in. I would have to see that whole thing to comment on that. What is a play to get in now for beginners? No such thing. Whatever play you research and study and understand. Uh, yeah, I just seen that video. I know. Yep. Yep. Trap got to get back to Tulsa. That's a fact. I do. Your interim crime bid. Let's go. My play was Apple and APLD. Yep, we talked about that a few months ago. What would you consider pot stocks in case Trump reclassifies? Copper, 100% Uncle T. Copper, gold, silver, copper, 100%. I got major salts, but we need to listen and execute for sure. Um, yeah, man, I love that. Will Chipotle ever rip again? Nah, I don't know, man. I had 80,000 to 401k. I want to pull it out and bet on me just trying to figure out how to split it up. Don't do that until you really know the game. I wish you got that J&J play with us, shot. We went crazy. I saw you talking about it, bruh, and I saw you talking about it, and I never got a chance to look at it. But I saw them posting that bread and up. I never looked at it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me tell you why. Oh, let me say this. I gotta say this. I gotta say this. I will never trade. I know why I didn't get it. I'll never trade Johnson and Johnson because of I think you give people cancer on purpose. I can't mess with it. That's why I didn't get in it. They gave people cancer knowing they was giving people cancer. And that's why I ain't get in it. Not mad at y'all, but just it's kind of like I did the Netflix play. Like when they had that stuff around them, I'm just like, yo, I just don't like that type of energy around my money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, I don't rock with Johnson and Johnson. I was mapping that out for months. Nah, you struck on it for sure. Trap, you got me going crazy with the PNW. Let's go. Yeah. I was conflicted, but that set up was no. You probably I saw you hit because I saw them. I saw them hitting it. I was like, yo, that's good for them. You know what I'm saying, son? And here's how you take the emotion out of it. Trap. I don't think that's emotion. I just think that's my morale. And if I miss a play on Johnson and Johnson, but I make a killing on gold or I make a killing on something else, I made money on the companies that had my name on it. And I'll never tell my people no because we may not all look at something the same way. And so because we look at something different, um, and because we look at something different, don't mean you wrong. Like he made money, he might be like, bro, I don't care about none of that. Whatever. Like I'm just here to make that money off him, Trap. I'm good. And guess what I'm gonna say, bro? Man, make that money off him. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so that's why I ain't never been like, man, you tripping. I would never do that. Man, go kill that for me. And another reason because I know somebody who worked in a plant that actually got cancer from it. You know what I'm saying? So that's mine. I know somebody that actually had cancer for it and was in that lawsuit that they had. You know what I'm saying? Yep, that's how I feel about WMT. I got a brother in the feds and I can't. You feel me? So everybody stand on a little bit. Everybody got different reasons why they don't do certain stuff. So that's why I ain't tripping. And I know somebody that was actually in that lawsuit with them for that. Same thing about this company, Monsanto. Like, never they on the market too. I know people who worked in the power plant who got cancer from them that was in that lawsuit. So stuff like that, I know, I'm good on. But I don't never tell my people not to trade it. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, if you see something crazy that go crazy, man, kill it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody in my group say they about to trade one of the prison stocks, I'm not gonna tell them no. I'm gonna be like, nah, I can't sell it. I ain't gonna never trade it. But I ain't gonna tell you not to trade it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, there's certain things about me that you know what I'm saying? But man, I be wanting to see my people eat. Me and my family been heavy on the robotic quantum players shop. It's a great, yeah. That's love right there. If it's a part of the United States defense, JP Morgan is investing 10 billion. Yep. 178% on gold. Bear, yep, Bears a new Monsanto. Yeah. That BBI. So listen, they had three plays I wanted to get in today, and they was already gone. So one was OKLO. It went out of here. I was like, yep. Friday, it was at Friday. I talked about it Saturday. It was at like Rich. Rich, let me live, right? Rich, why you keep bringing me that? Let me live, right? You know what I mean? Rich, let me live, bro. You hear me? Um, it was BBAI because Friday it got down to 707. The SLV play and the OKLO play. Those are the three plays I wanted to get in today, and all of them took off. And I ain't gonna lie, I was pissed off. Let me see. Why don't you get this Patreon to short the market on one specific stock? They can short the market. They don't need me to do that. What the hell are you talking? Yeah, press that. I gotta get out, man. I gotta go to the gym, man. Yeah, I'm kind of pissed off about it. I'm kind of pissed off about that. You know what I mean? That OKLO, I had my mind set on that play. I had that play mapped out to get in this morning. Woke up, thing of $23. I could have threw my phone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but one voice is a movement. We in other plays. Like, I feel like you don't gotta go against the overall trend. Like, if the overall trend is up, why would I look to go short one stock when the overall trend is up? And for me, I like going with the market. I don't like to go find stuff that's, you know what I'm saying? The top tier. Amazon is a great thing for the whole, for the overall. Amazon is a great stock for the next overall. Yeah, I like going with the market, man. So I ain't really with trying to. That would be me going out my way to go look for something that ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't about to do that. I'm about to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, track. Can you break down the difference between Trappers Anonymous and the Patreon? Yep. Trappers Anonymous, all we focus on is fundamentals. We focus on fundamentals. It's not options. It's not none of that. The Patreon, we focus on options. Figure out what the market is awarding and buy time. That's the game, man. What about affordable stocks for newbies? I gave y'all three of them last week. BBAI, USSAR. Those are under $50, under 20, under $30 when I told y'all about it. USAR was $26 when we got it. Stock $41 now in 1 week. BBAI, when I first talked about it, it was $6. So I keep telling y'all, go to my YouTube, WallstreetTrapper YouTube, RGTI, cheap stock. I talked about those stocks 2 weeks ago. They were cheap. Man, say, bro, stop reminding me of silver. You know what I mean? Stop reminding me of. Say, if somebody else say silver, let's do it. Let's do it, yeah. That's, bro, man. That was my three stocks for today. I just knew I was gonna get them plays this morning. OKLO, um, silver, and BBAI. That was my three stocks for this morning. OKLO, silver, BBI. That was my three stocks for this morning. And they all gapped up like tremendously this morning. And I just wanted to just like, I was like, all right, bro. Like, one of them, I was like, all right, let me go to the other one. That one, I'm like, damn, bro, three of them? I just sat it down. Because here's why I just turned my phone off. Because I knew if I knew any play I would have made after that, I was chasing it. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. No, I ain't going to do that. Yeah. I said, no, I ain't going to do that. I slapped Okello last week. Man, that was my three plays for this day. And so when they was gone, I knew. Here's myself. When they was gone, I knew any play I made after that, I was chasing them. And I kind of just was real with myself. Like, sat down, bro. Go sit down. Go sat your happy, go lucky, quick trigger finger itching self down. Go sit down. You know what I'm saying? Could have scalped silver for a few dollars. I feel you on the chase. Yeah, like, I just don't be wanting to put myself in a chase situation. You know what I'm saying?